All right, so how many how many days till Slipstream?
2 weeks.
Okay, and this one of the cars.
Yeah. So.
This is another.
Yeah.
So we finna do some stuff. We'll call this one Slipstream. Will we make it to the race in time?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call this series.
Yeah, so we've got suspension work we're doing on Duffy's 240. I've got a couple things to do on Jaden's car. The fucking bung blew out again. I don't know how it's coming loose.
On the downpipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Car, and then we got to put it on the dyno for a retune. He's got a 3.5 inch exhaust, a new Garrett intercooler, and they redid some of the intercooler piping. So we'll install the BTI gauge, get it back on a dyno, and retune it. And then Andrew's Cresta, we're still waiting to get it back from John over at DARC Industries. He's getting a 4-inch exhaust system, redoing some of the intercooler piping with the Vibrant Vangeon clamps, and forward-facing intake manifolds. So there's quite a bit of work to still do on that. I got to relocate the fuse box to the trunk, move the battery to the trunk, redo the whole fuel system as we're running out of fuel pump. And then Jorge's car had a little whoopsie pulling it off the dyno a couple weeks ago, where we ended up bending a rod on cylinder 3 coming off of the rolling anti-lag too hard. So we're stuck building a motor right before Slipstream, and I still don't have it back from the machine shop yet. So this is gonna be fun. I'll probably be here 24/7 for a week or two straight just to try and make it out to the race, but it's crunch time.
Just a little pressure. Tell us
Just
real quick about Jorge. You know, let's see the damage here. But other than this, other than that little bent rod, how was the engine?
Oh, the engine was mint on the inside. So it was a stock bottom end RB25 Series 1. You know, running almost 600 at the tire on 25 pounds of boost on ethanol. And yeah, just loaded it up on a rolling anti-lag too hard at 4,000 RPM. And
on the street, right?
Yeah, on the street after taking it off the dyno, setting up the no lift shift and the rolling anti-lag. And yeah, pretty much it's just, it didn't like the 25 pounds of boost coming on at 4,000 RPM too much. The torque probably shot through the moon, and then yeah, just shrunk the rod on cylinder 3. So yeah, pulled up to the next stoplight after that hit, and the motor sounded like it had a rod knock. So I'm like, great, what happened? We cracked the oil pump and spin a bearing. So drained the oil, found nothing, but the motor still sounded like it had a rod knock. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pull the engine. So yanked the engine out, dropped the oil pan, started pulling caps off the rods to see which one spun, and they all looked great. So then at that point, it was probably like 10, 11 o'clock that same night after we pulled it off the dyno, probably like 2 p.m. So just went home, got some rest, and came back the next day, pulled the head and started popping the pistons and rods out the bore. And lo and behold, the last one, cylinder 3 that I popped out, looked a little shorter than the rest and not as straight. So that knocking noise, it was ended up being the bottom of the piston skirt smacking the counterweight of the crank because the rod shrunk. And here we are doing a piston rod motor last minute. So yeah. Hopefully we get the block back. Oh, I think it's shut off.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
it's
good.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get the block back from the machine shop, you know, within the next day or two, and I'll get going on that, along with all the other things I have to get going on in preparation for Slipstream.
Yeah, I mean, we would have been in a tight squeeze anyway had you not, you know, full send.
Well, better here than the first hit at the track.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree.
You know, and that just seems to be the going trend, where it's like every time we prep for a race, we break something here before the event. And again, we've never had an issue at the event, fingers crossed. Fun stuff.
So yeah, hopefully this is our delivery for Duffy's bushings, because if not, that's going to be pushed back one more day. So we'll see if we got tracking. This one's done, right? Well.
I still got to put the bushing on it.
Oh yeah, sway bars, right? Sway bar, rear.
Yeah, sway bar. So fingers crossed that these bushings are here.
No, I can't stand
Yeah.
waiting here. Let's see. Is he out there? Yeah. He out there.
Maybe he's got both boxes in there. There was just a
Let's see,
scanning
that's
fluke with
FedEx.
one.
Hey!
Hello.
We're waiting to see what's in this box. Hope for bushings.
Good luck.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Goodness, you missed your buddy. 50-50 chance, Edgar.
No. This is the seatbelt.
Good news, JT. We got your other seatbelt. Finally.
Nope, we didn't get it. And of course, the shit we need is what did not arrive.
None of it.
No. I mean, just whatever.
Well, on that note, oh, I'm down here. On that note, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, we're gonna wrap this up real quick because you're gonna go take it for an alignment soon.
Yeah.
So you did the front.
Yeah. All I did was install the rear tow arm. Everything else was already installed. He just couldn't get the rear tow arm because he had to pull the axles. But outside of that, yeah, we're getting ready to take it to the alignment rack and get it done.
Yeah. Then we'll have it back for line lock, bushings,
Yeah, front lower control arm bushings.
tie rod.
Yep, inner tie rods.
Anything else?
There's always something else.
Anyway, next time you see the sucker, we'll I'll show you how the how it looks after the alignment. See y'all later. These are pretty good. So, sorry. So, yesterday I forgot to record a closing scene for Duffy's car. I have like a little clip that I'm gonna put in right here from last night when we followed him home, just so you can see the ride height. But it's rough. We'll show you again at Pocono. But the car's aligned, right, with
Yep.
Duffy,
Yeah,
and
everything's aligned. Most of the suspension is done. The reason why I say most is because we were going to do the bushings on the lower inner control arms and ended up not arriving in time. But after pulling the arm off, it looks like he didn't really like need them. Not to say he wouldn't benefit from them, but you know, it wasn't a situation where like if we didn't put it on, the car is like dangerous. So left that alone. And so in the future we'll end up doing the bushings, probably some inner tie rods. We had a couple of issues with them. Yeah, pretty much the car's all aligned and ready to roll for Pocono.
Yeah.
And on to the next shit box.
Bushwick and Jaden.
Yeah.
So hoping to get him, on the dyno tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna put him on a dyno today.
Does he know that?
Yeah, I guess he's on his way home and I guess gonna come here.
Okay. All right, cool. So we're just doing E, right?
And well, car's on pump, so I just.
Oh, it's on pump?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll tune it on pump and then throw it right on E.
Okay, all right, cool.
So it shouldn't be very long because I tuned it once before, so.
Yeah, this is just, we'll see with the new exhaust and the new intercooler. You ripped that fan out today. It's not here.
Yeah, we pulled the one fan in front, try and see if that helps it cool a little better.
Yeah, because that beefy intercooler's on there now, right? That should help.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Should make some power.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. What was it, 780 last time?
I don't remember, 770 maybe, 772, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I'll show you.
Yeah. He was up there with JT, I remember that. I remember he was
yeah.
lower than, he missed JT
By like 5 horsepower.
by not much, and
Yeah.
JT was like 780 something, I think.
I think he was 778 maybe.
Something like that. They were
That's
like
crazy.
right there. He was like, "Oh, just let's strap it back down." I was like, "Bro."
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how does John do today. Hopefully perfect, because I think we're getting Jorge's block tomorrow morning, hopefully. Here's, I think I showed this before, the head, right? Here's the head, all ready, all nice and ready. Been here for about a week. So yeah, once we get the block, do that. Oh yeah, here's the oil pan. I did not talk about this creation. You want to tell me about this oil pan, please, real quick? Oh, it's a heavy John. So it's really nice, powder coated wrinkle black. Thank you, Ryan at Redline.
Yeah,
Coatings?
Redline Coatings.
Yeah.
So we installed the RIPS Racing Extended Oil Sump for their rear-wheel drive pans. So as you can see, it gives us a lot more capacity, and it's baffled to help prevent the engine from starving from oil when that oil is sloshing around from the acceleration and stuff. So we got that banged out and welded on. John over at DARC welded everything on. I just kind of tacked the box together and brought it to him, and he had to buzz over my shit welds. Yeah, and then we got it coated and finalized with Ryan, so I'm excited to see how this thing performs and works.
Yeah.
Curious to how much exactly how much more oil this engine's gonna hold, but I won't know, of course, until I fill it up. But you know, the more oil you can keep in the sump, the better. Especially when you got these high volume oil pumps that'll just, you know, suck the pan dry and, you know, leave the oil in the head. So yeah, a couple things going on. Try and make this build a little better, more reliable.
Yeah, and the Cresta. That's right, the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
The Cresta.
I gotta do that. We'll see.
The Cresta.
Can we get them all done?
The Cresta has a lot of work that it needs.
Yeah.
At this point, it's a
That's
little
why I'm trying to
intimidating.
get Jaden done.
Yeah, get
That way I
Jaden
don't have to
done.
worry about this thing.
And then you'll just, build an engine and tune it
I'll
over
just
the
build
weekend.
an engine over the weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So-
fingers crossed.
So yeah,
So,
wish us
we'll see.
luck. Wish Edgar luck, really.
We got 2 weeks and I still got to wire up a whole car and build an engine.
We really tried to plan. Let us reiterate. We tried to plan